On episode 1, creating the AdSense bot, I had shown you how to install Node.js and move the file, which is like the folder. So today I'm going to teach you how to run it manually and also show you what I'm doing to make it a bit easier. When I had started up teaching about Google AdSense bot system last year, it was kind of very difficult for the new timers. The only people who were able to easily blend with it were software developers like me. However, software developers like me were able to understand it because they had a background in coding, but they were also very bad people, at least most of them. They would resell my code because I've seen it on numerous blogs, resell my tutorials, and even sometimes claim, complete improvements. They watch my videos every day, they figure out how I created mine, they create it, but I don't get any credits. That's just by the way, and numerous other things. So when I made the SDK available, I had retracted it for one reason, and I will show you that. So please watch to the end of the video. I would also show you the new model I'm making. This is currently what the bot folder looks like. You can see every single folder here. We have a behavior model, which basically just has actions. These actions are things like, what it should do, like it should type like a human being, and so many other things. It has to do, like, move the mouse and other thing, like every other thing. There are like lots of them. We also have the personality class. This personality class just basically helps you model a device. Like, it helps you create a custom device, set the cookie in real time. So what this basically means is, if you're starting up Puppeteer, you can start Puppeteer with like one script. I can create a script called bot.js and say open Puppeteer, use a proxy server, use a user agent, appear like this. Well, the problem is, if I create this Puppeteer script, it is static. Static means it would always launch with those configurations. So the only way I can create multiple configurations is if I start creating different Puppeteer scripts, which is like different bots, but each of the bots will have like a different code. So I can have one bot having something like an iPhone, and one having like a Samsung. But the problem is I have to code each of these bots individually. That means I have to say, I'm creating this bot file, and then I would start from the beginning and create lots of custom configuration before I move into the second one. Now, many people were finding it difficult to do this, especially people who just wanted the bot traffic, and getting to know that you have to create 2,000 scripts if you want 2,000 views. Sorry, each of the bots that opens up is like a Puppeteer instance. So if I want 2,000 real-time visitors on my page, I would need to create 2,000 scripts and program every one of them to be there. Now, for a software developer, it's easy copy and paste, do modifications, change things where they're supposed to change, use a fingerprint generator to generate fingerprints. But what I do, it's not generation. What I do is not just generating fingerprints. I'm trying to make sure I properly keep an accurate record of everything I do, and then use those same bots to be returning users. So my own kind of system is more sophisticated, and that is why I keep aiming with that band. However, it's complex for a non-software developer. But let me show you what you have to do if you were a non-software developer. So firstly, I also still try to make it easier the best way I could. So if you go to your wireframe and you go to the humans folder, you will see lots of files. Now, each of these files are just basically, bots, right? So they're basically bots. Now, you could decide to launch all of them at once, or you could decide to create a launcher. So on this wireframe folder now, I have a launcher. This launcher is called load humans, and it's very, very simple. All it simply does is to head over to the humans 2 folder or humans 1, whichever I want, and then it will load all of them. So like, for instance, I have humans 1 here. So if I load this, it will just load all the scripts in humans 1. So let me show you how that works on my terminal. I'm going to head over to the wireframe on my terminal, and once I get to the wireframe, you can see that it has those things I told you of: human 1, human 2, and load humans. Now I could just go to node and put load, and then tell it to load humans. Now the moment I do so, you're going to see it will be loading all the scripts. You can see all the feedback of the script. It's loading all the script like one after the other. You can see the different JS file, like all the files there is loading. Now, while it's loading all the script, it's also opening all the different browsers. So it opens all the browsers, it loads all the scripts, there. Now, I changed my proxy server, so it has quite changed. Now, this is what it looked like before. So I'm going to delete everything I've, done here just to show you an example. I'm going to hit the delete, and I'll delete, and I'll hit delete again, and I would delete. So now you can see I don't have anything on my wireframe, and it's because I will show you how to create bots in real time. So now this is our bot builder. It's basically the Okecbot builder, and I'm going to start building up a bot. Now I created up a new account just to show you this, and this new account has just 2 personalities. So if I click on manage personality, you can see I have 2 personality, Cynthia 1, Cynthia 2. They're both using an iPhone XR. So before we even proceed, let's just create one more personality. So I'm going to create upload personality, and I'll try to use somebody at the office to create a personality. So who is available? Okay, so I'm going to use it now to create a personality. You're going to give me every details. Clone your device. What device do you use?
iPhone XR.
iPhone XR. I already have an iPhone XR. Yeah. So who's available? Okay, we could clone any device. We could choose to use something else. So I'm going to enter his name, for instance. His name is Cattle. I'm just going to say Patrick. So I'll create a personality called Patrick, and I will put it male. And let's just give him South Africa or any other country. But I like using African IPs, as African IPs hardly have issues with ban. You only have issues when you're going for like those first world country like the US, the UK. When you get IP from them, I mean, most times you run into issues. But if you're doing this with an African IP, you rarely have issues. So now I've put in like his name, which is this, his male, gender, South Africa, interest. Time to put in interest. So what are the things you're quite interested? Oh, now we're trying to just create a random personality. But what can you put as an interest?
Design, marketing.
Okay, so let's use design. Let's use design, and let's use marketing. So I'm just having like 2 interests. I think the maximum you can have is 5. And let's create the personality. Select device. Okay, we have not set a device. So I'm going to try to set a device using an Android phone. I can actually set using any kind of phone. So I can actually decide I want to use an iPhone if I choose to. You see all the... Okay, iPhone 11. Okay, so I'm going to choose iPhone 11. And I'm going to leave it at Google Chrome. And I will use time zone. We're actually trying to come from South Africa. So it's always wise to make sure your time zone is in South Africa. So I'm going to put in South Africa. Now, I want you to really know that normally before, I will teach you things like how to create a Puppeteer script that would be able to use a particular time zone, use a particular browser, use a particular user agent, and so many other things. Use a proxy, use a server, use a port. All these things were things you have to do individually. Like on your bot script, you can create a bot, and each of these bots you create, you have to physically put all these things by yourself into the script. But now watch what is going to happen within a few minutes. So I'm going to head over here now, and I have like a web share. This is my proxy server. So I'm going to copy one of the proxy servers now, which is this, and I'm going to show them here on the form. So I'm going to put in my proxy server. I'm going to put in my proxy ports. I can already see it here. It's just 80. It's asking me for my username. I'm going to copy my username, and I'm also going to put in my password. So I'm going to put in my password. Oh, have you shown the password? No. Okay, good. Please don't show the password. So I'm also going to copy the password, and this is it. So the username, the password, everything is here, and I will now click on create personality script. So it's going to tell me data has been sent successfully, and if I check here, it will download the file for me. You can see this file is called Patrick, which is the same file as Patrick over here. So I'm going to open this Patrick file, and once I open the Patrick file, this is it over here. So this is Patrick file. Now all I have to do is to go head over to my wireframe, and I'm going to create a folder. The folder will be called humans, or human, right? Now I've created, no, it's actually called humans with an S. So I'm going to create a folder called humans inside wireframe, and all I have to do now is to move this Patrick file. So I'm going to take this Patrick file, and I'll move it inside this humans folder. So this is the humans folder, and I've moved it here. So now we have Patrick inside the humans folder, right? Now all we have to do right now is to launch the script again and say node load. Now because, okay, hold on, it's giving us an issue. Where is this issue coming in from? Cannot find. Okay. It's loading this from the personality script is different from the bot. Sorry, you don't put personality inside humans. You put personality inside quick run. So instead of this, I'm supposed to put it inside quick run. So I'm going to drag this, and this is the folder I'm supposed to put it here. This one called quick run. I'll put it on quick run. So it's now on quick run. I will head back to my terminal, and I will go to the folder called quick run. So I'm going to open quick run, and if I show you the files here, you're going to see this one called cattle. So okay, Patrick rather. You can see this patrick.json or patrick.js rather. So I'm going to put node and Patrick. So the moment I put node Patrick and I launch it, it's going to open up, and within few seconds you're going to see like a browser pop up. Now this is the browser, like a normal browser. I used I think it comes with Google. It takes you straight to Google first. So now it's telling Patrick now to log in. Now before we log in, I will just go head over to YouTube because I want to teach you what's happened. So I'll head over to YouTube. Now this is youtube.com. On youtube.com, all I'm supposed to do now is to log in. So I'm going to log in, or Patrick is going to log in now on YouTube. Do you have two-factor authentication?
On my YouTube.
Yes. Like on your Google account, do you have two-factor authentication?
Yes, but I can definitely access it from here.
Okay. So he's going to log in right now to what is it called again? To YouTube, so we can show you precisely how this works. So I'm going to head over to YouTube, and I'll click on sign in, and it will show us the sign in box. But before we sign into Google, let us confirm that this actually cloned a device we want. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to tap and type my user agent, which is okay. Well, let's just go back to this one and type my user agent. Now if I type my user agent, okay, Google is telling me to pass blah 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 blah. Okay, let's wait a bit for the catch power warning, and then once we pass the catch power warning, we can move on. There's actually a catch power resolver as well that helps you bypass catch power in real time. So instead of putting a multi-robot, there's a way of doing this that automatedly to pass this, but this is just what we're doing for now. So I have currently put in the bicycles as been told. It's telling me to log in again. So let me try. Let me start again from beginning. Okay, before that, let me just type my user agent. I'm trying to see the user agent I'm using, which is also the same thing as what browser I'm using on this particular script. Motorcycles again. Let me click on the motorcycles and verify. Okay, it has verified me now. Okay, good. You can see this is showing an iPhone here. What I want to check the precise iPhone. Precisely what iPhone is this? It has already given us the user agent of an iPhone, but I want to see if I can get more information to know precisely what model of iPhone is this. Okay, it's telling me this particular IP address has been banned. I think it's the problem with that site. They always say that. I want to know precisely what iPhone is this, and also tell you the location. Okay, this is it. This is an iPhone. Chrome browser, but it's not able to tell us precisely what iPhone is this. Okay, let's check the IP address first. So I'm going to check IP address location. So just to make sure it has cloned the address we told it to clone, we actually used South Africa. So let's check if it cloned the IP address the way we wanted it to clone. If we did a good job, it should use South Africa. But on my process server, I choose South Africa and Nigeria, so it kind of rotates from South Africa to Nigeria. I think it has rotated to Nigeria right now. But Nigeria is not actually what I use on my own computer. I kind of use the US because I have a VPN turned on. So my VPN is always changing my location. So this right now is from what is it called again? It's from the bot, but I would close this bot. So I'm going to use a different location just to show you that it can come from any country at all. So I'm going to head back to this Patrick side, and instead of putting in South Africa now, I'm going to put in the US. So just to show you something, I'm going to put in the United States and head over here, and I will also use, let me see, the United States. Let me type America. Okay, I'm going to use I'm thinking of, let me just use New York. So now this is the country filter on my proxy. So I'm going to come over to my proxy server. I had like South Africa ticked. I'm going to untick it. I'm going to untick all those other countries, and I will leave only the United States. That should be somewhere around here. This is United States, and I would go save changes. it would reload and give me new details. So now you can now see Okecbot US. Okay, you can see here this was Okecbot NG. So the mistake I made before was I was using Okecbot NG. So instead of Okecbot South Africa, I think I can see South Africa if I choose to, but let me just use the US to show you an example. So I'm going to copy this and I'll put that of this here. I will also copy the password. You can see this is the password. I'll copy the password and I'll also put the password here. And I will now create a new script. So it would tell me again, downloaded successfully. Okay, I'll open it. It's telling me Patrick1, and it's basically because we have created a file here before. So I'm just going to call this again. Let me just save it as again, because we have already done this before, but now we're using a new IP. So I'm going to move it to quick run. This is quick run. And on my terminal right now, I'm going to type node again, because that's what we use in saving the file. And when we launch it up, it should open up a browser for us just like it did before. So now we want to confirm what IP address is coming in from, if it's from the US. But mind you, even if it shows the US, I don't like US IP addresses. They are very, very troublesome. So I would still go back to use Kenya or South Africa or some other country. I don't like US traffic. But let me just show you how it works. I'm going to come here right now and type my IP address, and I'm going to see what is my IP address. It should show us what our current IP address is. You can see we're currently on the United States, and our what is it called again? It's showing United States, region is Kentucky, so it means it's cloning from United States now. So I'm going to say what is the time. So what is the time in United States? What is the time? Now this time now will be gotten from my time zone, because I've already configured my time zone. So it's showing 6:29 a.m. but this is the time currently in Nigeria. The time in Nigeria now is 11:29 a.m. but here is 6:29 a.m. So not only are we able to clone the IP address, we have also been able to clone the time zone. Now if I still head back again to tell you to check, okay, let's check my device info. So I want to see if there is a page we could use right now to check precisely what device are we using. So let's try this one to see if it can, precisely tell us we're using an iPhone and what iPhone. So this one is telling us now we're using an iPhone. You can see this is an iPhone, this is your operating system, but it's not able to show us precisely what an iPhone is. And the honest truth is because iPhones are quite bad. Like iPhones don't really tell you this is iPhone this or this is iPhone that. So I'm going to use a Samsung now for you. I'm going to use a Samsung, any other Samsung, not just an iPhone. So let's go back again. Like I said, I don't like US IP, so I'm going to go back to South Africa. South Africa has been giving us so much money in recent times, so let me show you how to do it to South Africa. So I'm going to first of all close the bot. This is me closing the bot now, and I will head back here and I would put in South Africa, because that's what I like. The IP address from South Africa has never given me issues for one day. It's been giving me a whole lot of earnings, and so I am more confident with South Africa. So I'm going to choose South Africa, and I'm going to filter the country once again. I'm going to remove the US. I'm going to leave it as South Africa, but I think they have just very little. I can't see what is this because of the pop-up here. Okay, I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go to save changes. So it's now going to load and it's going to give me some configurations I'm going to use. I'm going to copy these configurations. I'm going to put them here, which is just the username. The username is the only thing that changes. The password is almost the same thing. So I'm just going to create the script now. It will tell me successful, and now I have another one here. So it's also showing us Patrick1 instead of Patrick2, because the other Patrick1 we had renamed it. So I'm going to change this into something like again 2, right? Just to show that we're doing this again. This time around we're using South Africa. So I'm going to move this file now to quick run, which is this quick run. And when I do that, I'm going to come to my terminal again and I will type node again 2. So if I do this, it's going to pop up the bots, and this time around it is cloning South Africa. It is coming in like it's coming in from South South Africa. So no, put it back. I want them to be seen whenever the bot pops up, so they can see it in real time. So it's going to take some time, depending on how fast the process server is. So I think maybe South Africa is a bit slow. US opens very fast, but I don't like them. Not like I don't like people from US, but the IP addresses, Google already knows it's a process server. So kiss your AdSense goodbye if you're using AdSense, if you're using US, but if it's not US, you make money like me. Okay, so the first and the most important thing now is to check my IP location. So I'm going to go to IP address. So just to let you know that it has cloned that IP address using the process server we created. I'm going to head over to what is my IP address, and it's going to show us the IP address we are currently coming from. I think South Africa has quite a very slow network here, but no problem, Sha, we can manage it. So you can see this is South Africa. It has cloned South Africa, so it thinks we're in South Africa at the moment. Now let's check the time. So I'm going to come here and say what is the time, and the moment I check what is the time, guess what? It's going to give you time in South Africa. Time in South Africa is 12:32. Time in Nigeria is 11:32 or 11:33 now. If I refresh here as well, you'll be able to see it has also updated to 11:33. So in real time, it is checking both. The network is too slow. Not the network, the process is too slow. It is checking the time on the time zone and it's giving us the time. So now, Patrick, we have confirmed the. Okay, did we use? We did not change the phone. We still use an Android.
We still use the iPhone.
We still use iPhone. So let's change it right now to Samsung. So this is like we doing this thing over and over again, but it's worth it. So you get to learn how to do it. So I'm going to change this from an iPhone to an Android phone, and I will use the. I think we're coming in from. Okay, let's use the Samsung Galaxy 21, S21, and let's build it again. It will tell us successful if everything is good, and then it will give us a file. The file has been downloaded. We'll now copy the file, and we'll change this to. Let me just change. Let me call this one final, because I mean this is the final time I'll be doing this. So I've gotten everything I want. I will just move this file now to quick run, and I'll come over to the terminal and I'll type node final. Now once I do that, it should open up the bot again for me. This time around, it should come in as a Samsung, right? You can see the screen is bigger than that of iPhone because it's Samsung S what again? S21. I think it's the folded one or something. So the screen is now bigger as compared to iPhone. So we're going to still run the same thing. We're going to check the IP address. We're going to check the time. We're going to check the location. And we're going to check the device. Now, when we're done with checking all these things, I can now teach you how to export your cookie. So let's come in with, first of all, my device first, because we've been seeing the IP address before. We didn't even change those ones. So my device first. So now I've put in my device. I'm going to scroll down. You can see I'm already seeing Google Play Store. I'm seeing Android everywhere. And it's because it already knows I'm using, or it thinks I'm using an Android phone. So I can't even check what my device is again. So I'll just say, okay, what is my device? What is my device? And let's see those sites that tells us about devices. So I've clicked in deviceinfo.me, and it will show up on what device is. You can see it's showing us right now it's an SMG. It's showing us it's okay or no detection spotted, or it's blocked by Android operating system, device model. But it's not really showing us if this is like a Samsung. It's showing the location. Oh, this site is good. Deviceinfo.me. It also shows us our location, even the IP address. Like you can see, it's showing us country, it's showing us the region, showing us the city. This is wonderful. Does it show us the precise IP address too? I don't think so. But I'm trying to see if it can describe and tell us that for real we're currently using an iPhone. So I don't know if that's.
I think the what it means by the model.
Okay.
Is the basic model of the Samsung.
Of the Samsung.
So you can be Samsung Infinix Note 8i, but then the model is X623.
Okay. So it's getting the precise
model of Samsung S21. That's
I think so too, because it says 8 gig or more. It shows 100%, level. It shows charging, camera one. Don't worry about these ones. I know how to reduce my battery size. I know how to remove it from charging. So those things are actually called. These things are actually called fingerprints. You can see fingerprint detected. So this fingerprint now is basically what it uses to know if your device is real. But I mean, this is why you're using us. So we have cloned and make sure the fingerprint is good. So now at this point in time, you can see already we have both the location. The location is showing Johnny's. Okay, it's not showing Johannesburg. It's showing. Is it showing Johannesburg? Okay, I'm looking for the location. Up. Okay. Location. Okay, this is it. It's showing Johannesburg local time, which is the time zone. You can see the time zone is also Johannesburg. You can see live. So it has cloned not just the IP address. It has cloned both the phone, the time zone, and the IP address. Now this is what the SDK does. Now the question is this really a cloning app or a bot? Because you just showed us how to clone. Let me now show you how I can create 20,000 phones, put them on a database, and then use this 20,000 phones to watch YouTube channel, to comment, to like, to do normal things a human being would do, but most importantly, to make money from Google AdSense. Let me walk you through how that one works. So now I've been able to do this. The first and the most important thing now is to log in. So I will just have to head over to YouTube, which is, you can go through Google, you can go to YouTube, but let's go to youtube.com. So on youtube.com, I would log in, or he would log in, because we cloned his device. The moment he logs in, I will export his cookie. This means that login he logs in now, I will get the data of his login and store it on the server. So tomorrow, if he wants like a click, a comment, a like, anything he wants to do, he doesn't have to log in again. The logged in session will be stored on the server, while we can remotely control it from anywhere. The fun part of it is we're creating the software where you can be at home, you can have 6,000 mobile phones on the cloud, you can use them to stream your YouTube channel, to use them to click, use them to do anything you want to do. So that is the best part of it. So now we're going to log in. Let's log in. So I'm going to put in the email, or I will let him do the typing for his own privacy. That gets stuck there because of the orientation. I will have to switch orientation in between the codes. Okay, so I would let you do the typing. Okay, you can type it here. You can type. Okay. It's going to ask you for your password next. Okay, no, you can freeze the camera up, so you can put in his password. So he's going to be getting like an authentication. It's telling him to concentrate. It's telling him to put 65. So he's going to do that right now from his phone. The moment he gives us the authentication we need, we're now on his YouTube channel. So right now, within a few seconds, this is his YouTube channel. Beautiful. So we've been able to access his YouTube channel as a Samsung device coming in from South Africa, and as much as you can say this is completely undetectable. Every single track has been covered. Now, if I show you my dashboard here, and I click on manage personality, you can see I only have 2 personalities at the moment, which was what I did, at the beginning, just to teach you how this thing works in real time. I only have Cynthia 1 and Cynthia 2. They were basically like the same thing, but on his device, this is him right here. Now I'm going to come here, which is here, and I will press the word 0. Then I'll type the word 0. The moment I type 0, watch what happens. It says what? It says upload successfully. Now I'm going to click my manage personality again, and they're going to see he's now on board. So if I click manage personality, you see that he has now joined the party. So Patrick, coming in from a Samsung device, this is him, and this was when he was last used. He came online last 11:41, which is also 11:41. So I've been able to completely put him right now my personality. Now this simply means that if I want to use him continuously, or if I want to use his account continuously, I don't have to tell him to log in again. I can use your account now to like, to comment, to share, to do everything, because it is now on my dashboard. I already have it here for future use. Now I've been able to clone his cookie. Now I can do this to 1,000 email addresses. There is no limit to what you can store on our server. However, we have different bots. So depending on what bot you want to use, they give you little limit. We have the decryptor 100 personality, so you cannot do more than 100 clicks in a day. We have the Ghost AI, my favorite. For starters, you have 1,000 clicks in a day, undetected. Google doesn't even know it's a bot, because the whole system has been properly done. So you have up to 1,000 personality. Then custom is where it's unlimited. Now I've done this, I would now have to close the bot. So I'm going to close this bot now, and that is it. So I now have his personality on my saver. But now, how do I make him visit my YouTube channel? Let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to head over to YouTube for now. This is YouTube, and I would open one of my videos. Let's say I open this video. Now this is the link to the video. I'm going to copy this link of this video. You can see copy, and I'm going to head over to the bots. I'll click on build bots, build YouTube bots, and you can see I have 3 personality now. It used to be 2 before. I would increase it to 3 personality. I would scroll down, and I will put in the bot I want to clone. So now I want to clone this YouTube channel. I'll click on deploy. It would still do the same thing. It would generate code for me, except I'm getting something wrong that I don't know of, but it's supposed to generate some code for me right here. Okay, maybe there's something I need to fix. Please take the camera up. Let me see if I had shut this down, because I had shut the automated download after a while. Within 3 seconds, I should be able to know where I kept that thing. Where did I keep that thing? This should be bots, index. Alright, so very annoying now that I'm kind of very pressured and I have to find this particular script as fast as possible. That should be on. Okay, this is the bot builder here. This bot builder here is for YouTube traffic. Okay, take it up again. I think I know what to fix. So give me some few seconds. So you're wondering why we're still doing some little fix. It is practically because at the moment we're trying to wrap up having like a UI that can make these things easier for you. I will show you that before this video runs down. Let's get into this section. I think this is what I'm looking for, and let me head back there and uncomment what I'm looking for. Okay, everything actually looks all good from here. So I just have to refresh the page. Maybe I need to refresh the page. Let me refresh the page and try again. So build up the bots, web traffic, head over here, post a new page, and click deploy. Deploy is supposed to generate the code for me. I'm yet to precisely know what that code is not coming up. You mean it's deploy? Okay. I don't have the strength now to start fixing this in real time, but I'll give you a walkthrough on how that particular one works. But now this is the UI of what we're supposed to do. First of all, before I head back, I think I would still fix this up before the video ends, just to put myself clear. I know some critics would be like it did not work. Let's head back now to the UI we're creating. So this is the UI we're creating first of all. Now on this UI, I will simply just type npm start. You can notice the command now is different. It's because this one now is like a computer app, just like where you have like a normal desktop software. It will give you a normal desktop app. So it will come up anywhere. I don't know the particular screen it's going to come up from. Okay, it came up from here. So this now like is an app. It's not like your Google Chrome. You know how Google Chrome looks. Now this is not Google Chrome. This is like a full-fledged app. You can click on activate personality. Now remember that thing I showed you before about Patrick. We had to come over to the terminal. We had to type launchpad trick. Now instead of doing that, I could have just copied the file. Let's assume I wanted to copy. Okay, we have somebody here called Ify. I don't know the configuration I use for Ify, but I'm going to copy this Ify right here, and I will take it to this activate personality. Now the moment you move any file now to this place, within few seconds it would receive the file, and then it would launch the file depending on the configuration. You can also customly upload any file of your choice, like this final. You can just upload the file, and then the moment it uploads, it runs into execution and allows you to export the cookie if you have not exported it. Now we've already exported all the cookies we have so far, so we cannot re-export those particular cookies again. It's either we'll create a new one altogether and then put it on the bot to export it. So the essence of this one now is, people who don't know how to code can simply click on activate, put in the file they need to activate, and run it in real time. So now I'm going to take like a few seconds to fix up why this wasn't deploying. So let me head back again and click on deploy. Something really looks fishy here and why it's not going. So properties, and I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I think I must have known why it's not going. Let me check the endpoints. Okay, this is the endpoint. So please help me take the camera up a bit, because I'm going to be entering sensitive areas, so I can see what particular section of the endpoints I did not get well. Okay, so I think I must have probably known what could be wrong. So let me take a very quick time to fix this up. Now this is where you're going to now tag along with me, because now I would actually have to spend little time again. I'm still, no, these are the sensitive codes. They're like back-end logic. Trying to see precisely something I'm not getting right. Why the code is not showing up. If something is there, take me else do nothing. Okay. Email, blah 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 blah. Let me see the payload. What is it sending? 31014 this to the endpoint. This. Okay. Oh, sorry. I remember what the problem is. The problem was when I created the bot, this one, it was for websites. See it here. Just zoom only here. This is the only place I can afford to show them. It was for Google. So I'm going to change that thing out to YouTube, because these new ones have been creating, all the cookies have been exported in this video. Thank God I didn't even stop the video, because I mean, like I said, I already know I have 1001 naysayers. So why didn't you launch it in real time? Now watch. I'm going to click on deploy. Let me close this first. I'm going to click on deploy. And this time around, it should be able to download. It has downloaded it. You can see Okecbot run file. So I'm going to copy this file it downloaded. This is it over here. So it's actually a zip file. I will take this zip file straight to wireframe. This one stays in wireframe and it will all stay in human. So you can see right here, I've opened it on wireframe human. So all I'm supposed to do right now is to now extract this file. So there are two ways I can do it. Is either I actually just extract it here myself. Let me extract it. This is the file. I can extract the file. I've extracted it. I will now copy the thing inside. I can see this is Patrick. This is Patrick. This is Cynthia 1 and Cynthia 2. Now, if I show you my personalities and I show you the manage personality, you can also see Cynthia 2, Patrick. Now, these are the devices. It's the same thing here too. So just to show you again, I will head over to the build bots and I will go to YouTube and I will use 3 personality, and I will give each of this personality like a video to stream. Let me refresh the page since it's facing up a bit. Okay, so I'll head over to build bots, YouTube traffic. I want 3 personalities. I'm going to use some other video this time around. Let me open any other video apart from this one. Okay, let's use my shots. Let's try any of my shots. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to copy the link. You can see copy, and I would head back to the bot and I will paste it here. I will click on deploy. You should download the file for me now. This is the file, Okecbot run file. I'll open it. You see the file here. I would extract this file. I would open the file. You can see this one is Okecbot run file 9. I will copy all these things over here. Now mind you, I want to delete this one before, which is the zip, because I'm no longer using it. Now watch, I'm going to copy these files here and I will move all of them to this folder called wireframe and humans. Look at it, humans. So I will leave them at humans. Now this humans folder has 3 files, right? So all I have to do right now is to go to wireframe. So where am I at the moment? Okay, I'll head over to wireframe, which is wireframe. Let me clear up. And I will now type node load. Okay, it has to be a small letter. Node load, then humans. Now watch, please shift back a bit, because once I hit enter, every single bot opens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now put it up, go back a bit, so they need to see the pop-up. It's going to be popping up as Cynthia, as Kato, as all of them. I think some of them has like a wrong proxy server, I'm not too sure. But if I open every one of them now, they will all be opening my YouTube video. So let's just keep them here. This is Cynthia opening my video. This is Patrick opening my video. This is the other Cynthia opening my video. Now, if I have 2,000 personality, the 2,000 of them will open this YouTube channel. Every single one of them will open it, and they would all be able to, interact. So you can see they're all opening it. This is Kato, this is Cynthia. Now let's check the terminal. If you go on the terminal right now, you will see something like Cynthia has started her life with an iPhone XR. She's going through this particular proxy. This person too is doing it with, okay, this one, they don't use proxies. But you can see Patrick has started his life on a Samsung S21. He's going through this proxy server. The time zone currently in South Africa is this particular time. So they're all opening it. And if I not press Ctrl C, which is go back again, come and watch me, go back more so they can see 1, 2, 3. They all close. So basically, this is how it basically works. But if you notice right now, it involves you build up a file, you copy the file, you head over right now to the bots, you put the file over there, and you now come to your terminal and you now type node with the name of the file. You can see it's quite a very lengthy process. So instead, what I'm doing right now is that formal one I'm showing you, which is this. I am not doing this for you to use. So instead, you're just going to use this dashboard. So when you use this dashboard, or when you use this software, all you need to do is to copy that same file, right? Now you can just simply copy the file and move it here. So you take the file and you move it here. and that's all. But what you can actually move here is like one file, and the file you move you can only move in a you can only move a file. Okay, you can only move a personality file that has not been activated. These ones are not personality files. What we have here are basically normal, what's it called again? Normal bots that should run. If this was a personality, the moment you move that personality over here, it will run. So this means that you no longer have to use VS Code. You no longer have to use VS Code. You no longer have to type terminal. Just download your file, drag it to this thing, boom, and it does all the stuff. So the next thing we're going to show you now is the controls we're doing. Are you done with the control?
Yes.
Is it on your own? Is your computer on?
It's on.
Is it something you can? Don't worry. I would use my own Figma to do it. Okay, so these are the controls we're currently building up at the moment. So these controls will help you be able to like remotely access your bots, command your bots to do something, and have them, take actions in real time. So I'm going to show you how it works. I can't find it over here. Okay, it's down. Let me zoom out more. Is this the YouTube one? Okay, this one. This one. This one. Okay, good. This is it. So these are the like options you can do. You can stream a video. Like now, streaming a video, you put the link. You can stream and like. You can say, oh, I have so many X amount of personality. I want you all to go and stream this video, or stream and like it, or stream and comment. Now these are like the basic one. Guess what? Free. You do this for free. It's gonna be coming in before weekend. Now it's just like you have here. This is the normal page, right? We're adding up a control panel. You can see the design right now has this control panel, but the control panel is not implemented at the moment. We're working on that so you can be able to do it. What you can only see here now, it's just this personality. But now from the weekend, you'll be able to do all this for free of charge, no cost. You'll be able to create your own personalities and make them stream your live video. You'll be able to make them stream and like. You'll be able to make them do so many things. You'll also be able to, you can also make them stream and click on ads, stream and spend more time, stream live and click on an ad. So these are what we are doing, and I'm making this comprehensive video to show you because I'm really fed up. I'm fed up with seeing people who don't even know the amount of work process it takes to build all these things. There are lots of bots on the internet. Go and use them if you can't be patient enough to wait till I create something that will make life easy for you. You see that normally now you have to go over create. Okay, let me open each of these scripts for you so you understand what I'm saying. These were the scripts we did. Let me open this last one. This one was called again, right? So this again script we created, this file now. You can see now that instead of wasting your time to build all these bots, it already tells you how to model an account, a device, location, cookie, and it does all these things. Now all these other ones now are coming in from the endpoint. So each time I export a cookie, the cookie stays there, and I can always make all those cookies create a particular task. And by weekend, I can make them stream live on my YouTube channel, make them comment, make them hit the thumbs up button. It takes time to do. So please, this is an update. I think I've been able to say much, so I don't exhaust it. By weekend, I will also show you an episode 3. The episode 3 will be using the file. So for the SDK, just to say this, somebody reached out to me and he said something very strong. I might be showing you my codes here, but the real truth is, if this was easy, everybody would have done it. And this is practically one of the major reasons why, I am sometimes being told I share way too much. Like I just showed you my intellectual codes. But now I won't be making these codes available anymore, because instead of doing that, I would rather just give you a way to do it, which is that thing I showed you before, where you can just use, okay, I'm not on the, I've left the folder I should be on. Okay, good. So instead of giving you the code, I will just let you use this desktop app. So the desktop app now, it's easier because people will love it. With it, you can just launch your bots. But that's not even the best part. The best part is it will make things easy for people who don't know how to code. Because the people who would want this source code are software programmers like me. So they will go and sell it, they will not give me credit. They will modify it and say they did it on their own alone. I have seen my courses on different areas and I don't get any credit. It's only the only thing I get is when those courses were removed, the remarks and criticisms of people saying, oh, it's not working, oh, the courses were not complete, but it was complete before. But now the ones who got the complete part never say the thing. All those personalities I've been talking about, create a personality here, model a time zone, keep it online so it will be always online, it will always be pingable. This is exactly what I'm doing. Everything I said I did. The only difference was those videos were removed and people who had access to them didn't say shit. They will just close their mouth, and the people who came in last, it's not as if I don't know what I'm doing. So me, I want to take my time now to do this one. So you install it on your computer, you build your bot, put it there, you run it. If your subscription has expired, you pay back again. We give you access. The more you pay, the more we give you access to using the bot. It's better than giving everybody my source code, and I still don't get appreciated for my intellectual work. I work every day. I don't sleep. My eyes are always red just to make sure I get all this things done. And after spending sleepless nights in doing this, somebody will copy my code and resell it and even criticize me on top. So this model is actually the best. It's going to be available on a Friday, but the marketing department would show you how we're using this bot in real time. Thank you, everyone. This is The Okecbot.